Meet this incredible man named Donald Rogers, and he is 84 years old. Yes, you heard right, exactly 84. Most people at this age already complain of fatigue, sore joints, weakness, and lack of energy. But Donald Rogers looks like time just passed him by. He trains regularly, leads an active life, looks after his body, keeps a clear mind, and inspires thousands of people with his example. And the most interesting thing is that his secret is not in expensive procedures, not in a genetic lottery or in miracle pills. His youth is the result of simple but very precise habits that most people have ignored for years. And today, we will look at what exactly helps him maintain strength, energy, and youth even after 80 years. Therefore, watch this video to the end. It will be interesting and useful. So let's get started. The biggest mistake people make is thinking that aging begins after 60 or 70. In fact, aging begins when a person stops moving. Donald Rogers demonstrates a crucial point. Age itself doesn't destroy the body. Inactivity destroys it. Many people gradually give up activity. First they stop walking, then they avoid stairs, then they stop exercising, and the body begins to adapt to this regimen. The body is incredibly adaptive. If you don't move enough, it becomes weak. If you exercise regularly, it maintains strength even in old age. It's especially important that Donald places a huge emphasis on upper body training. And this is no coincidence. As people age, they lose muscle mass, especially in the arms, shoulders, and back. This is called sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. It's what makes people frail, weak, and visibly older. When a person maintains a strong upper body, they not only look younger, they maintain the ability to live independently, carry things, maintain good posture, and even maintain the health of their internal organs. A strong back isn't just about aesthetics. This means protecting the spine, good breathing, and proper circulation. But there's a crucial point here. Donald doesn't train like a young athlete trying to prove something to the world. He trains with respect for his age and his body. This is a huge difference. Many people after 40 either give up sports completely or try to train as if they were 20 again. Both paths lead to problems. True longevity is built on consistency, not heroism. It's better to train moderately 3 times a week for 10 years straight than to kill yourself with intensity for a few months. Another principle that makes Donald biologically younger is consistency. Most people underestimate the power of regularity. They seek motivation, inspiration, the perfect program. But the body doesn't change from rare bursts of activity. It changes from repetition. Donald shows by his example. You don't need to train perfectly. You need to train constantly. Even simple exercises performed for years produce results that cannot be bought with any single procedure. It's also interesting how he approaches his age. He doesn't try to escape old age. He embraces it. And paradoxically, this makes him look younger. People who constantly fear aging are chronically stressed. They begin to perceive every wrinkle as a tragedy, every change in their body as a defeat. But stress accelerates aging more than many physical factors. Elevated cortisol destroys muscle, impairs sleep, accelerates inflammation, and literally ages the brain. Donald demonstrates a different approach. Age is not an enemy. It's a stage of life that can be lived with dignity and activity. His approach to recovery is also very important. Many people think that youth is only about movement, but true youth is a balance between stress and recovery. If a person constantly overexerts the body, doesn't sleep, lives in anxiety, and ignores fatigue, the body begins to deteriorate faster. Donald prioritizes rest, and this is one of the most underrated factors of longevity. During sleep, the nervous system is restored, tissue repair hormones are produced, and inflammation is reduced. Poor sleep accelerates skin aging, impairs memory, and even increases the risk of heart disease. There's another reason Donald looks younger than many of his peers. He has a purpose and meaning. He blogs, sharing the changes in his body and his life. This is crucial for the brain. When a person feels that their life is of interest to someone, when they have an audience, a hobby, a project, or a mission, the brain remains active. One of the most dangerous things for an aging person is the feeling of uselessness. When a person stops being involved in life, the body literally begins to shut down. And here it's worth mentioning psychological youth. Many people age not in their bodies, but in their minds. They begin to dwell on memories, lose interest in new things, and stop developing. Donald continues to share his life, observe his body's changes, and share his experiences. This maintains the brain's neuroplasticity. When a person learns, communicates, creates content, and adapts to new experiences, the brain forms new neural connections. And this is directly related to the prevention of age-related cognitive decline. And here is the main conclusion from the story of Donald Rogers. Youth is not a number in a passport. Youth is the ability to maintain movement, interest in life, strength, and adaptability. A person ages fastest when they stop using their body and brain, and vice versa. When he continues to move, train, study, communicate, and recover, the body begins to resist aging much longer. To put it as practically as possible, here's what you can take from his approach today. First, start strengthening your muscles, especially your upper body and back. Not for the sake of appearance, but for the sake of health and functionality. Secondly, stop living in spurts. Regularity is more important than motivation. Third, learn how to recover as seriously as you train. Fourth, don't take age as a sentence. The way you move is sleep, think, and live every day affects your biological age more than your date of birth. The story of Donald Rogers is important not because he looks younger than his years, but because it shows that the body is able to retain strength and energy much longer than most people are used to thinking. Friends, what do you think of this man? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with those who might find it particularly useful. We also recommend watching this video that's currently appearing on your screen.